And good afternoon. This is Dave with the Compass Option Trading Room, and I just wanted to do a brief video on using the scanner. We have a really nice scanner built into the Compass system, and would be really useful to anybody who, if you don't have the Compass system, I recommend that you get it. This is a great system to use, and the scanner even enhances it more. Here's the disclaimer that we use. Obviously, you have to know that the trading is risky, and you should never invest more than you can lose, and you're responsible for any gains or losses that you incur. Okay, that's being done. All right, so here's the Thinkorswim chart right here, and we're going to talk about the scanner. And the way that you use the scanner is you just go to the top line here, and there's a scan tab. You hit scan, and over here to the right, the second set of three lines down right here, click on that, and it says load scan query. So this is going to load the particular scan that you're looking for. So we go over here, and they would be under personal, and I've got quite a few in here. But the one that we've got built into the system right now is this RLT scan. So you would just click on RLT scan, and you would then also include the watch list that you're going to scan against, and that's this right here. And I'm using the liquid RLT. This is I have over 700 stocks in my watch list, and if you have the Compass system and you get my workspace, which if anybody who gets the Compass system can have my workspace, it's going to give you a watch list of the 700 and so stocks that I'm watching. And to get to that, if it wasn't there, you just click here, and you would go to personal 3 through P, and down here you see the liquid RLT. And any watch list that you might have that you want could be included in this list, and you would just click on that. So now we've got the liquid RLT list that we're going to be doing. And one of the things you're going to need to do is on the trade over here, next to the stock symbol, there's a little drop down here, right there. And it's the link and unlink. You want to just hit the one and link it. The reason we do this is so when we click on stocks that are in the watch list, they'll pop up on the screen for us. Now, on the left-hand side, these are watch lists, and these watch lists can be scanned. And again, over here, we've got the RLT scan. So if I went in here and I did personal, and I would go to right here, the RLT scan there. So this is going to run the RLT scan, and it's going to produce the results on this left-hand column, the left-hand panel of the chart. So they'll always appear over here, and you can have multiple scans going in at any time. I could have, like, if you wanted a daily scan on the RLT scan, which this is, you could then have a 5-minute scan on the RLT scan under here. So you would have all the bullish and bearish stocks on the daily, followed by all the bullish and bearish stocks on the 5-minute. And sometimes you'll get stocks that are on the daily and on the 5-minute, both bearish or both bullish, and that would give you confirmation that if you wanted to take an intraday trade, the fact that the stock is on both of those gives you some confirmation. And you're going to want to look at the stock, of course. And all you have to do to see the stock is click on the symbol, and there's Roku. You see Roku here, we've got a break out of the box symbol. The scan itself is looking for 4 conditions actually, because it's looking for bullish conditions and bearish conditions. But in Roku's case, it's looking for this break out of the box to the short side. So it's got a break out of the box symbol, and you've got the red trend dots moving down below the 15 EMA. So this is a bearish setup. The other condition that the scanner is checking for is when the dots move through, the trend dots move through the 15 EMA like it did just right here. You'll get this vertical line at the bottom, red for sell, green for buy. Really easy to see. So you just click through these, and you can see what condition is being met with this. Here's a pop out of the box short on Visa for solar. Now, all you have to do is click on the symbol to get the chart to come up, or you can just, if you want to go through it one at a time, you just keep hitting the enter key. You keep hitting enter key, and you're going to keep getting the next stock. on this case here, we see BC. You see, we have a sell signal. We don't have a pop out of the box signal, but we've got the trend dots. The 5th trend dots are going below the 15 EMA right here, and that creates a sell signal. And you can just click right through these and find the ones that you would be interested in trading. This is a daily, so this would be more looking for swings, but 5 minutes, it looks the same, it's just on a different chart. So there's Uber with a nice sell signal. And again, so this is really, it's not, once you get used to it, it's really pretty easy. And these will refresh during the day as the scan runs. If you have a 5 minute, it's going to be refreshing pretty quickly. And that way you can just be looking for stocks. Now, if you want to, in this particular case, I've got it sorted by the net gain or net loss. So I've got it sorted by the biggest net loss. So these are the stocks in order that are being scanned that meet the scan criteria, that have the biggest net loss currently. So you got to find the weakest stocks right there. If I were looking for bullish ones, which there probably weren't yesterday, I would just sort of on this, and that's a bullish one, but it looks pretty bad because the market was it's been so bad for the last 3 weeks. I mean, it's just a constant down, down, down every single day. If we look at the SPY chart, here's what the SPY chart looks like since the 3rd of January. This is when we actually started the room right here, and this is what the market's done since then. And here it is the last week. So you see, we're in a correction. We're down over 10% on the indexes, and really, really weak market. So we have to wait to see when we get a bounce. One thing I will say that typically on corrections like this, when the market pulls back so hard, what you're looking for is what's called a capitulation low. And a capitulation low is when you get a massive amount of selling volume during the day. The indexes just come down hard, and then they hit a bottom and they bounce on increasing volume. They bounce to the upside, and you just start stacking green candles, and that's called a capitulation low. And you don't want to be caught in shorts when that happens, because it can be these reversals can be really violent. So what you wait for is for that situation to occur. Then you start looking for longs, including put credit spreads and any long type trade that you would be interested in taking. So anyway, that's the scanner. Again, you got to remember to do this drop down and link these stocks together. So you got them linked. And again, you can create on each watch list, you can add or subtract whatever columns you want on here. Thinkorswim's got some good videos on doing all these things. I won't go through every thing you can do with it, because it would take all afternoon. But that's how you're going to use it. So again, when you go to scan, you click scan. You go to this second set of 3 lines over here, load the scan query. It's going to be personal, and you're going to be the RLT scan will be the one you'll want. Click on RLT scan, and we'll be adding some more. Probably the RLT, SPY versus relative weakness versus the SPY, relative strength versus the SPY, and you can select those as well. Once we get them into the scanner, they're not there yet. I've got them, but these are in test phase right now. I'm going to give them to Sergio this week, so anybody who wants to add the additional scanners when they come out, just call them, and they'll take over your machine, plop in the new workspace. The new workspace will include all the new scanner criteria. So that's how the scanner works. Again, it's scan tab right there, and you can see that they come up over here, but you don't really need that. You can just go to trade, and you can do your scan over here on this list. What you're going to do is you're going to we have a watch list which we've selected. If we look at scan, we've selected liquid RLT. We're going to do RLT scan. So you can go over to where your watch list is, click here, and you can create whatever scan you want. In this case, we would go down here to the RLT scan here, and so this scan would be running against your watch list right now, which we've already selected up here. So all of my 700 and something stocks are in this watch list. This will be scanning against them on a daily basis. You can change this RLT scan to 5 minutes. If we go to RLT scan here, load RLT scan, right there. And you can change the time frame right over here to 5 minutes. And then when it scans, it's going to be scanning on 5 minutes, and it would come up over here. You select the RLT 5 minute scan, it'll do it there. So that's kind of the workings of the scanner. I hope this will give you a little bit of a heads up how to try how to use it. It'll take a little while to get used to it if you have not used it before. But once you do it a couple of times, really all you're trying to do is just get some stocks over here that you can watch. Again, you can just click on the stock that you're interested in. Over here, if I look at the sorted by Roku, you can just click on it, click all the way through, just click, 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 or you can just hit the enter key, and the enter key will step through them for you one at a time. And the way I've got them sorted here is percentage net gain or net loss. So this is telling me the stocks that are the weakest so far on the daily basis that meets my criteria on the scan, which is either a pop out of the box signal, bullish or bearish, or the trend dots crossing through the 15, EMA of an EMA to the downside for bearish or to the upside for bullish. So that's the scanner. And if you don't have the compass system, I would recommend you get it, and this scanner will come with it. So now you'll have, not only you'll have the compass system so that you can identify the trends we're looking for and the highest probability trades, but you'll have a scanner that's going to be presenting those to you during the day to help you identify what stocks to use. Because that's really the hardest part is you need to have prospects to look at. You can't be looking at 4,000 stocks. So you need a scanner to present those stocks to you that you can look at. So this will give you some good stocks to look at, and you can look at the scanner and click on those stocks and say, you know, this is a good one, this isn't a good one. I mean, this is a pretty good looking one. So anyway, that's the scanner, and I just wanted to do a brief video on that. And I hope everybody has a great afternoon, and we'll see you in the options room tomorrow morning.